What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me and welcome to another video. Now in this video, we're gonna cover one of the most important things when it comes to running campaigns, and that's your traffic source. After all, you can't really make any money or be successful if you don't have the traffic. The two main traffic sources that I see people using and the ones I'm pretty familiar with, and this is Facebook ads and Bing ads, and which one should you use, when, and how, and the main differences between the two. So we're going to cover the main difference between Facebook ads and Bing ads, the pros and cons of Facebook ads, the pros and cons of Bing ads, sample offer selection with Facebook and or Bing ads, and then I'm going to have a bonus tip and where I'm going to show you how to combine both Facebook ads and Bing ads to basically 10x the effectiveness. And this is all super affiliates use who know what they're doing, and it's very, very effective. And then we're going to have a wrap up with some final thoughts. And so a lot of times when I'm in my MaxBounty campaign selection, or maybe in ClickBank and or maybe in another network, I am basically looking at these offers and I'm immediately thinking, okay, can I promote this offer with Facebook? Can I promote it with Bing ads or Google ads? Can I promote it with something else? And I'm always calculating in my head when I'm looking at offers. So obviously I want to make sure that the offer is legit, the CPA rate is good, the EPC is fine, maybe my affiliate manager recommended it. And so let's talk about the difference between Facebook ads and Bing ads. So the main difference between these ad networks is that when you're thinking about things like Facebook ads and Bing ads, right? Facebook ads is being displayed to people that are not actively looking to buy anything, right? So it's kind of an interruption. It's like on YouTube, right? Where you're watching YouTube videos, and you might have an ad in the beginning of the YouTube video, and then maybe in the middle of the YouTube video, and then the end. So you didn't come on YouTube to actually buy anything. So you're not in this buyer mood. And that's kind of what Facebook is, right? People are just communicating with their friends, family, some acquaintances, and they're browsing their newsfeed and they're being shown an ad. And they're not in the buying mode, but that doesn't mean they might not buy the product, right? Because Facebook is so good at figuring out who the buyers are and what do they like and what kind of products they might buy. And so Facebook is very effective when it comes to that. And so if you have a good product with a good kind of detail, targeting that you have in one of your ad sets, you pick the right country, you have the right audiences, you have the detailed targeting, which we're going to go over in a bit. You're proficient in Facebook ads and you show the right product, Facebook is going to go and show the right product to the audience. So even though Facebook is not really about e-commerce, right? It's not really about making money. It's more like a kind of a site, a product that bored people watch, spend a lot of time on when they're not actually buying. So that is what Facebook. Now Facebook really, I would consider, for me, Facebook is pretty much one of my top traffic sources. I love Facebook. I think it's very effective if you know what you're doing. I think it could be a lot more effective than Bing ads or Google ads or one of these, pay-per-click platforms, search engine, search platforms where you can buy keywords basically. And the reason I think Facebook is better is because Facebook knows a lot about the people that spend time on their platform. So even though these people aren't particularly searching for something, even though, and Facebook is slowly rolling out even the search functionality. So it will show ad, or it's already showing ads if you actually search. But a lot of people, don't search a lot of time. They just add their friends and scroll through their newsfeed. And Facebook is really good at figuring out which people buy, what are their interests, and a lot of these things. And so Facebook I think is a really great platform for selling, whether it's promoting CPA offers, creating your own brand, selling products or services, or selling e-commerce products, whatever you want. And you have to understand how Facebook works. You have different placements here. And the most important thing, in my opinion, is the detailed targeting, right? And so I'm going to go in the later part of the video. We're going to go through some offers, and I'm going to show you how I can possibly promote them on Facebook or Google or Bing and tell you which platform I think is going to be more effective at promoting certain offers. And so that's kind of the reason. So the way I look at Facebook is that on Google, people come when they're ready to buy. On Facebook, they're still there surfing, figuring out. Now, those are the pros of Facebook. The cons of Facebook is that you need a little bit more experience to understand how to target the right people. I mean, I could basically take most of these offers and find out possibly, the people to promote them to, right? Because I've done a lot of Facebook ads throughout the years. And as a result, I have some experience in figuring out how to target them or whether Facebook is even the right platform. And so that's one disadvantage, is that you need some experience. You need to understand that you need to be creative, right? You need to be creative on Facebook, because it's fairly easy to take a product, something like, let's say, a e-com product, right? You have these e-com products and promote it on Facebook because, for instance, you have Neck Relax, Dial Vision, all of these. Even some of these products, you have to be creative. But let's say you're selling like a mattress. I think I saw a mattress there somewhere, or a pillow or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, there's a pillow right here. Now you could. It's fairly easy to promote a physical product that you can touch, what it does, because you can just go in your detailed targeting and like write sleep or something like that, right? You can have sleep mode, all of these interests. You could potentially promote any of these kinds of cold sleep pillow, right? So because a lot of these interests are people that are struggling with trying to sleep and all that. So you can promote them, but it gets harder when you have maybe a sweepstakes offer, right? So for instance, like a sweepstakes offer, right? Orange Viral, iPhone 11 Pro or U sweeps. A lot of these are very difficult, right? You need some creativity in order to promote them on Facebook successfully. And that is why you need some experience. The other disadvantage of Facebook is that it's very difficult to kind of understand what they're talking about when it comes to ad policies. So you can go to Facebook ad policies, right? Facebook ad policies, and you can basically I recommend this very much, right? For you to go and read their ad policies and what they accept and what they don't accept. I definitely recommend looking at prohibited content, restricted content. And a lot of this, like prohibited, is black and white, right? It's either allowed or not allowed. But when it comes to restricted content, a lot of it is gray area, right? They don't allow dating, but this is only for online dating services. You can do like relationship, you can do, you could do coaching, things like that. That's not an online. It's only online dating services, right? You can't do gambling, but you have to read the fine print. Alcohol, you can only promote it to people that of a particular drinking age. So in the US, it's a certain drinking age is 21 years old, but in some countries it's banned completely. So you have to, even though you're promoting it in countries where people are allowed to drink, you have to make sure that you're promoting it to people of a certain age. So like even if you're promoting something like a wine accessory, definitely make sure you're promoting to 21 and up in the United States. Because if you're promoting it to 18-year-olds, they cannot drink. And not only you cannot sell them wine and alcohol products, you cannot even sell them wine accessories. So like a wine cup or a wine glass or, some kind of wine stuff. You cannot do that. Facebook is it's gonna disapprove your ad. And this is kind of the other main disadvantage, is that Facebook is very shady when it comes to what's allowed and how do they treat ads. They may disapprove your ad. They might ban your ad account. Or they may even go as far as banning your business manager completely. So you have to be very, very careful when you are, starting out, because you can easily go and promote something and get your entire ad account banned, and then it's going to be tough, creating another bad ad account, because it's very complicated to do that. So I recommend to be very careful. Now, I made a video where I talk about best practices when it comes to Facebook ads, because I've been advertising on Facebook for a while now, and I have a pretty good idea what they allow and what they don't allow, and how to kind of not get your account banned. So I definitely recommend to check out my channel and look at a video. I think it's titled something like Facebook account bans or something like that. You'll find it. But I also recommend to read this, and this is like a big con with Facebook. They're very shady about it. I've known them to ban like, You could go in Facebook groups, Facebook ad groups, and people are always complaining. They banned my account, they banned this account. And so it's very tricky. But, the main advantage is it's very, very powerful. Okay, and that's kind of the Facebook thing. Now let's talk about Bing or Google or anything like that, right? If you go on Google and you basically type for something like, best headphones for running or something like that. Let's do that. You're gonna see ads, right? These are ads right here, and what happens is the company actually are bidding on these keywords, right? So I never type Bose, but Bose knows that people who type like best headphones for something, or maybe for running specifically, they know that they're in the buyer mode, right? When I want to buy something, I go on Google, and let's say, the other day I was thinking about buying like a really good lavalier microphone. And lavalier microphone is a microphone that attaches to your clothing, so it's barely visible. It's not like this microphone right here. And so what I did is I went on Google and I said best lavalier mic. And then you can have for interviews, for DSLR. Let's pick for interviews or something like that. And I should see some ads here. So for this particular thing, I don't see a lot of ads. But if I type something, maybe best insurance policy, let's try that. Best insurance company. I should be able to see some ads. And here you go. And I see not one, but 4 ads, right? I see 4 ads because insurance is a huge keyword, right, for insurance companies, because once they capture that customer, they can have him for life, or her, So it's a very important. So a lot of these keywords, they can bid up to like $25 per click, right? Remember, this is clicking, right? This is another main difference, is that on pay-per-click ads and Bing ads, Google ads, I'm basically charged every time somebody clicks. So I can click and not buy, I get charged. The company, the advertiser is charged. On Facebook, I am only charged. There's a charging. The cost model is views, right? CPM cost model. So there's an auction, and I'm basically charged how many times the ad shows. It's not specifically clicks, which although I believe you can actually do it for clicks, or you used to be able to do it for clicks for other cost models, but for this particular, mostly and pretty much all of my ad experiments were on a CPM basis. So for instance, I could have something like a $50 CPM, which means I pay $50 for if 1,000 people see the ad. So every time 1,000 people see the ad, I'm charged $50. And typically, CPMs vary, right? It's also an auction process. Some people are, if I'm bidding for a purchase conversion, right? I want to get people that are purchasers, right? My cost is going to be a little higher because there's more people competing for people that are buyers, right? Avid buyers. I can bid for clickers. I can bid for add to carters, right? I can bid for all kinds of events, and Facebook can figure out, hey, what is the competition here? And same thing with Google, right? Google is an auction, and some keywords are much more valuable than others because they make more money. So best insurance company is a really nice keyword. Another good keyword might be something like buy life insurance, right? This is probably a better keyword. And I have 4 ads on the top, and I even have, let's see, 3 ads on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. And so this is fantastic, right? It's even a better keyword, I would say, than best something, because I'm looking to buy. I'm not comparing anymore. This is like end of the funnel here. And so this is where Google excels, right? Is that I'm in the buying mode. I want to buy something. Google will try to sell me. They will try to show my ad. And this is the main difference between the two, is that this is applicable everywhere. Not only can I really target exactly what I want, right? I don't really care about the person. I don't really care. Although there's targeting options inside of Google AdWords or Bing AdWords where I can target male, female, age ranges, and all that. So if I know the targeting, I can target them. But really, it's really good because I can target things like buy WordPress themes or something like that. This is also a buyer keyword, and I have 3 ads here, and then I have, let's see, 3 ads at the bottom, right? Because I can target it. Now, obviously, I'm gonna have some competition. This could be, relatively expensive keyword, maybe $1, $2, $3, or even more, depending on the competition, right? So if people can figure out how to acquire this customer and then sell them more stuff along the way, then, if I can figure out, let's say I have a theme store, and if I acquire this customer throughout, the lifetime, this is called customer lifetime value. I can basically make, let's say, $100 of this customer, or even more. Let's say a theme is $100, and I can make $1,000 because over a couple of years that they stay with me, they buy like 10 themes. I make $1,000. So I don't really care about like bidding, $2 to $3 per click or something like that, because I know, like, let's say there's a certain conversion and X amount of customers. Let's say I have 1 to 10 conversions. So that means, and my click is $3 per click. I need to spend $30 and I'm going to make $1,000, right? So, it's a no-brainer, right? So it's a lot easier with Google Ads, Bing Ads to really understand, because I don't really care what people are doing. I don't really care about their interests, because I don't really care their demographics, their behaviors, whether they like WordPress. I can put WordPress here, and I can target this WordPress. I don't really care about all that, although that's also very, very powerful. All I really care is what the person is actually want to do. If they want to buy WordPress themes, I will show them my ad, and it's very, very effective. Best place to buy WordPress theme. And this keyword phrase doesn't even have any ads on the top, only at the bottom, right? So, it's not as competitive. Best place. I can just say best microphone. Best microphone. That should have some ads, because it's a very general keyword. And it doesn't have ads. Actually, even on the bottom, it doesn't have ads. But Google is showing sponsored ads here, right? It's showing other ads here. So it does have ads, and I even have free today shipping, all of these things. So these are kind of the shopping ads that Google is doing, and they're a little bit different than regular, SERP, search engine kind of ads. And so I can type something else, best microphone for gaming, and I see more ads. And then these are organic results as well after the paid function. So the main advantages of Google is that you can immediately, a person knows what they're doing, and we're not beating around the bush. We're not trying to figure out their interests, or if they like to go to Amazon, or if they like to go to Walmart on weekends, or if they work at Walmart, or they like Costco, they hate Costco. We're not kind of beating around the bush. We're going straight for the kill here, right? We type the keyword, and we immediately try to figure out what the person is doing. We're basically catching the person at the end of their buying cycle, right when they're ready to buy, right after they've done their research. Maybe in the beginning they type something like, do I need a microphone? Right? And they're reading, and this is not a buying keyword, right? This is like, do I need a microphone? And then they start reading, what kind of microphone do I need? And then, they're at this buyer journey. This is called a buyer journey. And then at the end of the day, they say something like, best buy microphone near me, right? Near me, I could put a buy microphone, online, something like this. And right away, Amazon is here. There's a couple of results here that I can purchase right away. And I'm at the end of the buyer journey. So this is kind of really good with Google Ads, is that you can target at the end of the buyer journey. Another benefit of Google Ads is that they don't typically ban outright advertiser account. They might disapprove your ad, and you have a number, and you can call them up, and you can talk to a rep, and they will try to diagnose why wasn't your ad approved. And I've had really good results with that, with both Google Ads and Bing Ads. I had one of my recent campaigns, it wasn't approved, and I called them, and I ended up talking to a live person. They explained to me, and I fixed the issue, and then my ad was approved, and it was running, and it became a pretty profitable campaign. And this is something you can't really do with Facebook unless you have a Facebook rep. And even if you do have a Facebook rep, and also in order to get a Facebook rep, you need to be spending like X amount of money anyway. And even if you have a Facebook rep, sometimes they can't even help you themselves. So it's kind of a black box, this whole Facebook, and they don't really care about disabling everything if they feel like it. They're really they have a really kind of bad approach to advertisers. They kind of have this we don't really care approach to advertisers, whereas Google and Bing are much more helpful when it comes to helping you advertise on their platforms. And so that's another advantage of these keyword ads. We have kind of the end of the journey. We have that they have a friendly, kind of a better advertiser. Now, the main disadvantage when it comes is that not all these products, right? If I am selling I'm selling a physical product, a microphone, yeah, I can go and buy keywords, I can sell my product. But, if I am selling maybe a course on making money or personal branding or something like that, and it's not a branded product or it's not a physical product, it's going to be fairly hard to advertise on Google, right? Because I need to know the name, right? On Facebook, I can show you the ad and I'm going to get these impressions. So I'm guaranteed to do that, right? If I am selling let's say a product, how to sleep better, or, something like, making money online from home kind of product, I can advertise that on Facebook, provided that I've cleared their advertising policies. But I can't really do that on Google, right? Because I can't, I guess I can make money online. I can do that, but that's going to be a very expensive keyword. And so here's Facebook Audience Network, make money online, for beginners. Let's see if there's any ads. So there are no ads. So maybe this is not there's some ads on the bottom. Okay, so perhaps Google basically chose to display some of these ads on the bottom. Sometimes they might display them on the top. Maybe if I was signed in, they might personalize my results depending on what I'm doing. Right now, I'm signed out, right? So Google doesn't know exactly, my interest in all these things. So perhaps if typically people browse the internet signed in, they're doing searches signed in into Google. And so if I was signed in, perhaps Google would show me some more ads. And right now, it just doesn't know what to show me, perhaps. Although it does have some links on the bottom. But obviously, if I'm creating a product, all I need to do is buy the keywords. Whereas on Facebook, I can create the ad. I can have a little video where I'm showing myself, I'm talking about myself, I'm explaining, I'm selling what I need to sell. So it's a lot more personal on Facebook. Now, of course, you can go on YouTube and create that kind of ad, which is going to be similar to Facebook because there's that targeting. So, Google does have that advantage because you also have YouTube. But we're not talking about YouTube today. We're talking about pay-per-click advertising. And that's very difficult because you have to bid on very specific keywords, right? And I have some other suggestions here, how to make money online without paying anything. And there are no ads for this, right? It's too long of a keyword and nobody, at least it's not showing it to me by any chance. Maybe you will see ads depending on if you're signed in or in another market. Make money online with Google. I doubt this would have any ads. Okay, so it's showing me the same kind of very similar ads on the bottom. Okay, so that's the main difference. And this is kind of why if I'm selling a very specific product, if I know the product name or it's a branded search, I can basically advertise it on Google, right? If I want to advertise a specific product. Otherwise, I'm typically, I spend a lot of time in this kind of ad manager trying to figure out, looking at interest, demographics. Maybe I want to advertise to WordPress users. I type WordPress, I enter WordPress here. And Facebook, if I click on suggestions, it's going to show me some other ones. E-commerce, web design. This is very, very powerful because these are all very similar. So in this example, Facebook is, Bing ads, it does have a lot of pros and cons. I like to look at it as kind of towards the bottom of the funnel, right? If I'm going for the kill, if I have a product or I need to promote something that people already know or people are already searching for, I will use Bing ads. If I want to promote something, build awareness around something, I will be using Facebook ads. And I generally like Facebook ads a lot because you can get very creative with it, right? I can target different interests, put them all in a separate ad set, and then figure out which ad set is doing better. Okay, so now that we've covered the main difference between Facebook and Bing ads, the pros and cons of each, let's look at some offer selections and see how we can advertise it using Facebook or Bing. In my MaxBounty kind of offer, an offer campaign search, right? A campaign offer search. I put some simple filters here. I put mobile optimize and my approved offers. These are the typical filters I always use. I typically pick United States. I do a search and I start looking at the campaigns. And so I start looking. The first thing I want to look is the EPC. Let's sort it by EPC just for the hell of it. And let's see what happens. And I have 40-cent EPC. I have $1.60 per lead. So this seems like a decent offer. They allow it on social and they allow it on, they might not, this particular offer doesn't allow search traffic, right? So you cannot buy keywords for it. or anything like that. But let's look at this. So for instance, this Walmart sweepstakes, right? Let's open this offer real quick, and I'll show you how to kind of target it. And this is an offer that's, it looks like it's doing well. It's 40 cents. It's single opt-in, so the person doesn't need to actually confirm their opt-in. It's $1,000 sweepstakes, right? So the way I would target this, right, is that you have to start getting creative, right? You have Walmart, so you can immediately target Walmart. So let's remove this WordPress, and we can basically put in Walmart and see if something comes up. And we have Walmart interest, right? 200 and let's scroll up. Let's kill this. Let's use, did we put United States? No, we did not. Let's put search locations. Let's put United States. Okay, let's put United States, and this is a US offer. Audience definition. Okay, 100,000 people. That's a lot, right? It's too much, right? So I would definitely narrow it down somewhere. I'm not going to show you how to narrow it down. We could click on narrow here, and we could enter something like engage shoppers. Okay, we can do something like that. Engage shoppers. This is a behavior, shopping behavior. And we are narrowed down to 34 million, right? We're about 30% of the original offer. And I can even narrow it further. And I could put something like discounts, something. People searching for discounts. Discount stores, purchase discount. Let's try purchase discount, something like that. And what do we have? We have 1.3 million people, and this is ideal, right? When I do Facebook advertising, this is going to go into one ad set, and what I want is each ad set to have around 1 million people. It could be a little bit under 1 million, could be over 1 million, doesn't really matter. I just want it around 1 million. So it's fairly easy, right? If you are, and you don't need to use Walmart, right? You can look at some suggestions, right? And you have Target, Costco, Sam's Club. And Facebook is really smart about suggestions, right? It's telling you other stores that are similar to Walmart. And if you're not from the US, Walmart is a big, kind of this big store. It's kind of Amazon, but it has these warehouses around the country. And it's kind of a place where people go to get discounts, right? It's a discount kind of chain, similar to Target, Costco, Sam's Club, and then even Amazon is there. And so you can put all of these in different ad sets and fire that campaign and see if people are going to be interested, which I think they should be interested in because we have Walmart here. So this campaign, this sweeps, is really easy to advertise on Facebook. Whereas with Google, it's going to be a little tough, right? Because what kind of keywords will you need to buy? You'll need to buy what? Walmart sweepstakes? And, who knows, right? Maybe they already have ads. Let's search for Walmart sweepstakes. Let's see if there's ads. And so there are no ads, or at least I'm not being shown ads, but you don't know, right? Because this keyword could be like a $3 keyword. And do you really want to pay $3 per click when you are getting only $1.60 per lead, right? Do you really want that? Because, you're not going to be profitable right away because you're not going to convert everybody. Now, if that click is 50 cents, then you need to convert 1 out of 3 people. And that's also, you need a really good landing page. You need to really sell yourself. But if that keyword is like 5 cents or 10 cents, which I doubt, because that sounds like it's a good keyword, you can't, then yeah, it could be profitable. But they also restrict, right? They say paid search. No Bing display, no Bing search, no Google search. So you have to be very careful. And when we were choosing it, you see there's no magnifying glass here. That's the search, right? So you really have to look at search. So for me, using on Facebook is a no-brainer, right? My CPM is going to be something like maybe $15 CPM, $15 per 1,000 impressions, or even less. As the ad runs, the CPM decreases. And so this is easily like a Facebook thing. So a lot of these offers are much better fitted for Facebook than for Google. I cannot even picture myself running Google. What I can picture running on Google would be something like an e-com product. So let's say I am running an e-com product, and I have, let's say, a sleep product, right? Let's say we have our cold sleep pillow, right? So let's see, do they allow? Yeah, they allow everything, I think. They allow search. They allow pretty much everything, right? So they don't allow incentives. So they allow search and social. So Google, Bing ads, and Facebook as well. So this I can kind of advertise on Google. Well, Facebook is also, it's really easy to advertise on Facebook because all I have to do is basically search for sleep. So let's delete all of these interests, and I can show you how this works. So I can go to, let's delete this interest too. And what I would be looking at is sleep. People that have trouble sleeping, people that value their sleep. So sleep number, I don't know what that is. Sleep mode, I don't know what that is. So I would basically figure out what these are, and I would basically be targeting excessive daytime sleepiness. Any of these could be possible interests that I can target, because a lot of the sleeping positions, this is a really good interest. And unfortunately, it's kind of, $500,000 is not bad. I would probably go to suggestions now. Relaxation techniques. So there we go. Let's put two of them together. And what do we have? We have 5.6 million. That's a decent, that's a nice kind of on the upper range ad set that I can use. So right away, I already know how to promote this sleep offer on Facebook. Now, what about Google? How do you promote something like that on Google? And what I would be buying keywords like how to sleep better. All these permutations, how to sleep better, maybe even some branded keywords, right? How to sleep better. Something like this. Is this okay? So there you go. How to sleep better. And there's an ad right here, 3 ads, right? These are buying keywords, right? And they have 2 ads, 3 ads on the bottom and 3 ads on the top. So there's money to be made because people are actually buying these keywords. And so I would look at this. And the thing about pay-per-click campaigns is that you have to make sure you're getting paid. So you're getting paid $44 per lead. This is good. So, even if you are being charged $2 per click, you need about 20 clicks, 1 in every 20 to break even. Because if you're getting charged $2 per click, 2 times 20 is 40. So you're going to be breaking even if out of every 20 clicks, one person converts. If more than one person converts, you are making money. If nobody converts, then you're going to be losing money. So you have to do the math. And so Google is obviously much better when you are targeting high value ticket items, right? So it's a lot better. And typically these high value ticket items, they're easier to target on Google because they're specific products, right? I'm going to spend, I'm not going to enter my email just for nothing, but if I'm buying something, right, I'm not going to spend $40 if I don't know what the product does, right? I'm going to be spending $40 when I know what the product does. So if I know what the product does, people are searching for it, and that is why it's easier to target, right? So there's a whole cycle, right? The higher the price point, the easier it is to target on Google, because the higher the price point, the more well-known, the more defined the product is, and the more defined the product, the easier it is to target on Google, okay? So what I would do if you want to promote MaxBounty stuff, you could basically type e-com and you will see ecom product here. And all of these are, bracelet, these are actually physical products, safe alarm. And you can create like a whole, a bunch of keywords, separate them into different ad groups. And then for each ad group, you can have a specific landing page. So for instance, you could have something like how to sleep better. That could be a landing page. Hey, are you trying to sleep better? Have you been struggling sleeping? Are you insomniac? Are you staying awake till 3 a.m.? Blah, blah, blah. And then you can say, hey, check out this product, really helps. And then you might have another combination, right? So if you scroll down, you have these suggestions, how to sleep better with anxiety, right? And you can even possibly target this keyword. And then sleep deprivation, this is another keyword. So you can have like a ton of keywords and then separate them to ad groups. And then in each ad group, you're going to have a landing page that's going to forward to this affiliate offer. And this is how I would do it. I will make another video on MaxBounty and Bing and MaxBounty and Google to show you exactly how to run a campaign. So definitely stay tuned. So as you can see, the rule of thumb I have is that when it comes to ClickBank, you could promote it on Facebook, but chances are you'll be able to promote that product on Google as well, because the higher it is, the higher the price point, the more aware the people are what the product does. You don't need to sell it, and the more chance people are searching for it. So that's kind of the rule of thumb. The more the product costs, and especially if it's a physical product, the easier it will be to promote it using keywords. But if we're promoting like leads, like surveys or something like that, you're gonna have a difficult time. Like any of these kind of offers, you're gonna have, well, testosterone, you can promote it on Google Ads. This is gonna be difficult to promote on Facebook, right? Because they're kind of shady about this kind of stuff. And you have 88 per lead. EPC is 99 cents, which is really, really good, right? It's almost $1 EPC. So this would be a good, let's take a look at this, right? This should be a good candidate on Bing ads because you can make a campaign, things about testosterone, they allow search, they allow social. So this would be a really good kind of offer to promote on a search engine. I probably would not promote this on Facebook because it's going to be very tricky. Yeah, so it really depends on what kind of offer you're trying to promote. But this offer, it's 88 per lead. It seems like it's converting fairly decent. I would probably email my affiliate manager, ask him or her about it, and see if it's a really good offer. And then I'm going to try to promote it on Bing or Google. Probably on Bing even, because Bing is a little bit cheaper than Google. So this seems like a decent offer to promote. So, but this is obviously... these are high-paying offers. So a lot of these offers, you can easily promote them on Google or Bing. And they might be a little bit difficult to promote on Facebook because Facebook doesn't like supplements. It doesn't like testosterone. It doesn't like weight loss stuff. It's very tricky. All of these offers are going to be fairly, it's going to be difficult if you're not experienced on Facebook how to promote. I do know ways of promoting them. I will probably make a video on how to promote kind of these risky offers. There's all kinds of promoting them, but if I had to promote them today, I would be using Bing ads or Google ads, and I might even make a kind of a case study just for the hell of it, if there's enough interest. Okay, so that's kind of what I wanted to mention. Right now, I want to get to the end, right? And I want to give you a nice bonus tip, and this is what kind of experts are doing, right? And this is where you can basically promote an offer that is more applicable for Google, right? So let's say you're promoting testosterone, right? And this is an offer that's probably easier to promote using keywords because you can do stuff like, you could do like testosterone. Let's put testosterone, and I can put testosterone, and then I can say something like, so what is this offer about? Power testosterone. They don't really, natural testosterone. So something like testosterone replacement therapy, right? TRT is called. And it's fairly popular for older people when levels of testosterone decrease. And so here you have one ad, right? You have one ad, and basically what I would do is I would create a bunch of keywords, create a landing page, right? So I would have a landing page like this one that I had for another campaign, and I would put a Facebook pixel, okay? And I would basically pixelate it, and you do that using your ad manager, right? Once you're in the ad manager, you can basically go and create a Facebook pixel. And what the Facebook pixel is going to do is it's going to basically track the people that are visiting to your ads. So you would basically make a landing page, promote it on Google, right? So let's say you're buying like a bunch of keywords such as, testosterone replacement therapy, dosage cost, maybe testosterone pills, something like that. Here's an ad here. How to increase testosterone levels or something like that. Let's see there. Yeah, there's an ad here as well. So I would basically do my keyword research, buy all these keywords, and maybe have several landing pages. And on each landing page, I would basically put my Facebook pixel, and that Facebook pixel is going to create a custom audience of people that have visited to the landing page, clicked on the offer, went to the offer, and all these things, and I'll be able to track. And then once I have enough of these people, I will basically go on my Facebook manager, create an ad, and use something called a custom audience. Okay, so I will basically go into my audience, and I basically use a custom audience. Okay, and that's kind of advanced marketing, but I just want to give you a taste of it, right? And then once I have a custom audience of the people that are basically clicking and visiting this landing page from Google, I will basically be able to advertise to them. I will basically create something called a lookalike audience, right? I would basically create a lookalike audience here. And a lookalike audience is basically an audience that's very similar to another audience. So I will take all the people that are, clicked through my landing page, clicked on the Google ad, went to my landing page, clicked on the offer, on the actual merchant offer, all of these, combine them into a custom audience, and then create a lookalike audience based on that. And the lookalike audience are very, very powerful because I can basically take something like 1,000 people or 500 people and create millions of people that are very similar to this audience and then advertise to them. And that's how you combine. There's a lot of these methods to do that, which I'm going to go in further videos, but I just wanted to give you one advanced kind of trick to do it, of doing it. And this is great for the times where you don't really know how to target them. These people are on Facebook, and they are on Facebook. Maybe they're a little bit older. Maybe they are, maybe 55 plus, maybe 45 plus, 60 plus. We don't really know. But we do know how to find them on Google. And then once we basically get them to our landing page, it's called pixelation. We basically put a pixel and we basically figure out who these people are. And once we figure out who they are, we create a lookalike audience and start targeting them. And that way you could target both the searchers as well as the people that are similar to the searchers. And that's kind of what all the pros are doing. All the super affiliates, they use these tactics and techniques. And I'm definitely going to go further in kind of, exploring these advanced techniques. If there's enough interest, I can talk about all that. So that's the tip I had for you for today. Finally, last but not least, we have the wrap up. And the wrap up basically is very simple, right? If the offer is a high paying offer, and it's kind of an offer that Facebook is they're not even sure, you don't have enough experience of advertising that on Facebook, you can definitely do Google ads, Bing ads. You could basically create a bunch of keywords, these buyer keywords, even informational keywords if you'd like, target them, create different ad groups, create landing pages like I have one here. You could create, maybe a nicer one than I have, put some pictures in here, and then, forward the link to the offer page, which is this page right here, right? You can basically build a tracking link, and if we're using Google, you could do search, raw link, and now you have a link, and now basically you can copy this and forward this from this landing page here. Okay, and that's typically for, especially if the offer is big. Now, if the offer is only, like what do we have? Let's see, let's try some of these lower EPC offers, right? $2.40 per lead. We have, $3 per lead. You're gonna have a tough time kind of breaking in with Google on that, right? Because Google, it's going to be $1 per click and you're getting paid $2.60 per lead. That means you have to convert 50% of the time just to break even. So I personally would have a hard time kind of advertising on, using Google keyword PPC, paid per click for this. I might have like maybe organic traffic could be very useful for this, and I'm going to make another video on how to use free traffic to advertise these offers. I think we all love free traffic, so I'll definitely have some videos on that. But I would not be using Google ads for these very small leads. I would only use Google ads for something bigger, personal, something like this, 14 per lead. It's still kind of small, but I like something. I want to see something like $50 or higher, right? The higher the better, because it gives me more room, right? I can make more mistakes. I don't need I'm not sweating and making sure that I'm converting all the time. Like 88 per lead, right? Rapid Slim, right? 95, Keto Stuff, 95 per lead. But, you have to be aware this is going to be a very, very competitive keywords. So you'll have to kind of, do the work and figure out on your numbers. But everything else, Facebook is really good, especially if you're doing e-com, if you're doing something where it's defined what the product does. E-com is really good. E-com is a no-brainer. E-com actually works both on Facebook and Google. Google has something called shopping ads, which get displayed in the beginning, right? If I put something like buy microphone or something like that, I should see some shopping ads. So I see like Best Buy in New York and all this stuff, and I have some shopping ads here. So if I type something like buy microphone, I immediately see lots of ads. I see, stores near me and all these things. So I see a lot of cool stuff. But this is much better for like something like Google ads, right? Because Google has shopping ads. It has a lot of these cool things. So that's kind of the thing I wanted to talk about today. Is I wanted to give you the main differences. But my main advice is that you really need to master both Facebook ads and Bing ads. You really have to be an expert, because a lot of people, they're like, hey, I have this product or an offer I want to promote, but I don't know how to do it in Facebook ads, so I'm not going to do it. And then I look at an offer and I'm like, oh, this is fairly straightforward to promote in Facebook ads. And I find the targeting, I find all these interests, behaviors and all that. And the person's like, wow, I had no idea you can do that. So you have to get proficient. And obviously it's going to take time. Some practice, some effort. Is going to take time to do it. Whereas Bing ads is also could be very complicated, because you have different phrase types, right? You have exact match, you have phrase match, and then you have broad match. So you have to understand how to use it. I'm going to make a video on it. I have a certain system that I do it. Also, you have to know how to break them into various ad groups. And then there's the conversion optimization. We didn't even talk about conversion optimizations that you have with Facebook ads, also with Google ads and Bing ads, which is very, very important to do, that you could use both for promoting, MaxBounty offers or ClickBank offers and all of these things. It's extremely, extremely powerful that I'm going to cover in a separate video. But that's all I wanted to talk about today. I really hope you've gotten some value out of it. You kind of understand now the difference between Facebook and Bing ads. If you have any questions, any concerns, anything like that, just leave a comment below. I will gladly answer it. If you enjoyed this video, definitely click like, because it will help to spread this video for others to see. Subscribe to the channel. We are all talking all about making money online, MaxBounty, ClickBank, Facebook ads, Google ads, Bing ads. We're talking about advanced strategies, very hands-on things, very practical things that you can put in practice today, right away. It's not very complicated. And hopefully you're going to get a lot of value in the videos that I have already and the future videos as well. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope I will see you real soon.